China, Vietnam, Iran, Cuba, North Korea, and now the United Kingdom. All these nations have instituted some form of internet censorship among their people. They have complete access to everything that they view and or attempt to view, and the ability to block anything that they see fit using internet access. Soon this may reach our own American government. Among their peoples, this may not seem like a bad thing. In fact, it may have certain benefits. But are these certain benefits worth risking our rights to privacy and freedom as American people? There's a growing desire among the American government's leaders to instill similar forms of censorship. This cannot happen unless we lose our rights as American citizens. The situation, scratch that. The causes of censorship are usually based on sheltering the population from sensitive information. These are commonly known as pornography, intelligence and national security, and preventing the spread of harmful information. These causes could be discussed in great detail, but truly would that change their base? Censorship is essentially a great big shield for our youth, a shield that some can only hope to prevent the spread of information that they feel may harm our psyche. I'm not saying that children should be watching porn. I'm drawing attention to the fact that there's something bigger happening. The government is most definitely trying to keep certain information out of our hands, and yet these censorship codes are not intended to stop the government and its officials from accessing it. It may not seem like all that bad a change. However, there's a thin line that can easily be crossed. The effects of censorship are mirror images of the causes and easily grow out of proportion. Neither are they easily interpreted for every person, and quickly they become, something simple as blocking obvious pornography could grow into blocking anything that could be considered pornography. Pornography could be considered a diagram of human anatomy, or a man wearing a Speedo. As discussed in a recent Rooster Teeth podcast, many visions of sensitive information are very different between each viewer. When we try to accommodate every single whim, people begin to lose rights. And what of our rights to knowledge? The information spread through the internet, however hurtful, unreliable, or badly somebody wants us not to know about it, we deserve to know about it. If we don't have access to information, then we'll become ignorant and biased in all of our ideals. Word of mouth may be a powerful tool. But what happens when all the mouths speak the same lie? Lastly, the most commonly associated concept of censorship is a dictatorship. How long before we lose all of our rights and they are sat down to hardly anything? Censorship is a great beast that is slowly creeping upon our society and will evade all of our lives if we do not take a stand, unless we want our nation to halt its democratic progression and revert back to primitive rights. We must fight against these bills and arguments that are trying to put forth censorship to the internet and its information. Bills are being presented to Congress on a regular basis, trying to incorporate censorship, but we sit around and do nothing in response. If we want any chance of stopping this, then we must pay attention to its ever-reaching grasp.